Well, we are on our way back home from the magnificent Daisho Con, and that was the GPS being annoyingly loud. Ignore her if she ever interrupts again. Well, I want to hear about... I've had a great experience for this. We got to meet both the Nostalgia Critic and Linkara, as well as Linkara's girlfriend, Iron Liz.
Drive 0.3 miles, then turn right.
I'm about ready to shoot that thing. And, well, I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got a little something special for a new MangaMan design, possibly. And also, I got Lena Inverse. Say hi. Alright, Nick. How was your experience with Daisho Con?
Oh, it was a ton of fun.
Yeah? What do you remember most?
Well, that voice actor was a
Spike
barrel
Spencer.
of laughs.
Spike Spencer, the voice actor for Evangelion's Shinji. Yeah, that asshole. Pussy. As well as Ginta from Mare, which you and I will be reviewing next.
Yeah, he's also done voice acting for World of Warcraft, etc.
And is for Bleach as well. And numerous other things. I think I'll always remember the Barney incident that he talked about.
Oh, yes. Help, Barney's not nice, he's trying to eat me!
So then, how was meeting the critic and Linkara?
Oh, they were great.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, you know, I was like trying to be like, hey, look at me, you know, I got reviews too, and they kind of like, oh yeah, that's cool. So next in line, please.
Well, yeah, they probably get tons of people.
I know.
I mean, how many other people do you recall saying? I've also have been having a review series.
Well, there was that one guy.
Like, I remember there was a handful of people, and those are the ones who just said it out loud.
Yeah.
Like, at least half of them are probably trying to emulate the same sort of concept of the internet reviewer.
Yeah, although none of them are as good as me.
You haven't even seen their work. How do
What?
you know? They could blow you out of the water.
I just know. So, Tony,
Careful
as we're stopped here and, well, you're good, right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What do you remember most from Daisho Con?
The fact that the Nostalgia Critic and Linkara were there, or, as I prefer to say, Doug Walker and Louis Lovehog, because that is their names. And unlike Yahtzee Croshaw, they don't mind being called Louis or Doug. Yahtzee does not like being called Ben, by the way. Tip for you in case you encounter him at a convention.
I'll keep that in mind if I'm ever in Australia.
Oh, he goes around and does conventions and stuff too. He doesn't just stay in Australia, but that's beside the point. Talked with Louis very briefly. I didn't see him much during the con. He was at a few things besides his panels, but he wasn't quite as visible as Doug was.
He was like a ninja.
Which is surprising because Linkara does not have a body for spandex at all. And he wore his green Power Ranger suit there, and
It was awesome.
yeah, it was awesome, but man, you could tell that was not designed for a guy his size. But it was cool kind of meeting him, and I told him about how, you know, his show kind of got me interested in comic books again, because I haven't read comic books since I was a kid, really, and I lost interest with, like, the comic book world a long time ago. I mostly do, like, comic strips and whatnot, and so, yeah, we chatted very briefly, but it was pretty obvious he and Liz, they were both kind of wore out. I mean, they drove here from Minnesota, and they have to drive back because the weather is just going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Possibly going to be a snowstorm in Minnesota, so it might be coming to Wisconsin, too. As for Doug, I talked with him a lot more, mostly because he was doing his Artist Alley segment. He does this for, like, pretty much every con he goes to. He goes around, to, like, artist booths and whatnot, and takes a look at their stuff, and it's a great way for them to promote. I didn't have a booth, but, you know, I am an artist, so it's like, get an opportunity to do that. And the funny thing is, by the time we got around to myself, his camera didn't have too much film. He was using tape, so I pretty much had to just give him a website, and I gave him a doodle of him and him and Lewis just doing their respective things, you know. And I thought, you know, that's pretty damn cool now that they know what the hell I do and what I draw and whatnot. It's fucking sweet.
Indeed.
Oh, one more thing. I happened to meet a fellow, I'm on
Drunk Ducker.
Yeah, I've met a fellow drunk ducker there, which shocked me. They do a comic, I think one of them is called Crossbones or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other one's called Lunatic's Tale, and I bought both of those collections while I was there. I signed they had a signing board, and I've signed that twice.
As I did too.
They had a third one, but I didn't sign that one, unfortunately. And because I bought 2 of their books, and I was over there like 2 or 3 times, I got quite a bit of free swag out of it too. Got a sketch in the girl's style, her drawing style of Drank and Lazep.
His 2 comic book characters.
Yeah, and got a freebie comic. Not only did I get a freebie comic from the board, because I bought so much, I got one of their other comics, which they had for like maybe $5 or something. I got that for free. Oh, and I bought Danny here a early Christmas present in the form of a friggin' katana. So
I call it Tiger Lily.
So happy Easter to you.
Hello, audience. You're now a little bit below the waistline there. Well, we are now journeying through the fog back to our humble home of Greendale, Wisconsin. Well, we never left Wisconsin. We just went into the depths of Wisconsin. We went in search of the elusive Daisho Con, found it, conquered it, and made it our bitch. Essentially. Me and Nick entered into a brawl tournament.
Went down in the first round.
Indubitably. What else did we do? We chatted up a storm with a whole bunch of people. Ooh, and also, everybody, look out for the next bum review. I assure you, you will be most surprised. And we also, as we said, we went to a bunch of panels of Spike Spencer, who, despite playing some of the more grating anime characters that I've ever encountered, the anime characters that, frankly, I don't like, he's actually one of the funniest guys I've ever known. Oh man, if I could have recorded that, that would have been awesome. But he said no flash photography, and ooh, there's rocks out there in the distance.
It wasn't photography any problem with. It was like sound and video recording.
Because he didn't know what he was gonna say.
Well, that and a lot. He's like a professional voice actor, and a lot of the projects he's do are like on a
need to know basis.
Yeah, he has like a. What the hell is it called?
Agent? Manager?
No. He said he doesn't have an agent. It's a non-disclosure agreement with most of these projects he works with. So it's like you can't record what they are before they come out and whatnot. Otherwise, you could get sued. Especially if it ends up on like YouTube or someplace like that.
Like this video is.
So we gotta watch what we say.
We got
to out what we heard, what we missed out on.
Yeah.
So this might get a little choppy. Just apologizing for that in advance. Although by the time you see this, it'll already have been choppy, so not much of an advance warning there.
In fact, this might just be a blooper reel.
And get that out of my face.
Just so that we can hear your lovely voice. And remember, please support your official anime and anime conventions. Isn't that right, Lena? Indeed.